Power, it's everywhere. But we rarely talk about it directly. It's like the invisible strings that move things in our lives. From deciding who does the dishes to electing presidents, power dynamics are at play. These dynamics are about who has influence and how they use it. Sometimes it's obvious, like a boss setting deadlines. Other times it's subtle, like a friend persuading you to watch a certain movie. Understanding these dynamics is crucial. It helps us see why things happen the way they do. This understanding can empower us to navigate these dynamics more effectively and maybe even change them for the better. We often think of power as something negative, but it can be a force for good too. Think of a teacher inspiring students or a community organizing for change. Power, when used responsibly, can create positive impact. Let's look at some real-world examples. In the workplace, the boss usually holds the most power. They decide salaries, promotions, and even the office temperature. But even within teams, dynamics exist. The colleague with the most experience might have more influence on projects.
Personal relationships are full of power dynamics too. Parents have authority over children. A partner who makes more money might have more say in financial decisions. Even friendships have these dynamics, with one friend sometimes being more influential than others.
Social structures are built on power. Laws are made by those in power. Economic systems often benefit those at the top, and media can shape public opinion, influencing our thoughts and actions.
Politics is all about power. Politicians compete for the power to make decisions that affect us all. Lobbyists try to influence those decisions, and citizens have power through voting and activism.
Power comes from various sources. Sometimes it's about your position. A CEO has power because of their role in a company. A judge has power because of their place in the legal system. Other times, power comes from knowledge. A doctor has power because of their medical expertise. A mechanic has power because they know how to fix your car. And a good storyteller has the power to captivate an audience. Social status is a significant source of power. People with wealth, fame, or a prestigious family name often have more influence. They might be listened to more or have access to certain circles that others don't. Personal qualities can also be a source of power. Charisma, intelligence, and strong communication skills can make someone influential. Think of leaders who inspire others with their vision, or negotiators who can resolve conflicts peacefully. Section 4. Power, play how it gets things done. Power manifests in different ways. Coercion is when someone uses threats or punishments to get their way. A dictator might use force to silence opposition. A manager might threaten to fire an employee who disagrees with them. Influence is a more subtle form of power. It's about persuading others to do something without forcing them. A good leader inspires their team to work towards a common goal. A friend might convince you to try a new restaurant by recommending it enthusiastically. Control over resources is another way power plays out. If you control the money, information, or opportunities, you have leverage over others. A company that controls a scarce resource can dictate its price. A government that controls the media can control the narrative. Power can also be used for manipulation. This involves using dishonest or unethical tactics to control others. A politician might spread misinformation to gain votes. An abusive partner might use guilt trips or emotional blackmail to get their way. Section 5. Unveiling imbalances. Why understanding power matters. Why is it so important to understand power dynamics? Because when we're unaware of them, we're more likely to be taken advantage of. We might accept unfair treatment at work because we don't recognize the power imbalance. Understanding these dynamics helps us see inequalities. We start to notice who benefits from the current systems and who gets left behind. This awareness is the first step towards creating a fairer world. Examining power dynamics encourages critical thinking. It allows us to question the status quo. Why do certain groups hold more power than others? Are these power structures just? These questions can lead to meaningful conversations and positive change.
When we understand how power operates, we can better advocate for ourselves and others. We can challenge discrimination, fight for equal opportunities, and hold those in power accountable for their actions.
Section 6. Leveling the playing field towards a fairer world. Creating a more equitable world requires us to address power imbalances. This means distributing power more evenly and ensuring that everyone has a voice. It's about creating systems where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. regardless of their background or social standing. Education is key. We need to teach people about power dynamics from a young age. By understanding these dynamics, individuals can navigate them more effectively and challenge injustices.
We need to create more inclusive systems. This means giving marginalized groups a seat at the table where decisions are made. It means ensuring that everyone has equal access to resources, opportunities, and a fair chance to succeed. Holding those in power accountable is crucial. This can be done through transparency, independent oversight, and mechanisms for public participation. Leaders should be answerable for their actions and use their power responsibly. Ultimately, creating a fairer world requires ongoing effort and a commitment from everyone. By understanding and addressing power dynamics, we can build a more just and equitable society for all.